All right, it is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Sorry for the little delay there. It's time for Veterans News. Joe Martone, Gary Pascale sitting in the captain's seats. I guess there's two captains today. Good morning, guys.
Captain and captain.
Captain and captain. At least better than Captain and Tennille, anyway. Good morning, veterans.
Sharp this morning.
Good morning, listeners. It's great to be here this morning. It's been a while. And Joe, it's an honor to be with you, one of the greatest radio people I know. And we do have to start this morning off on a serious note because we do have several casualties we need to talk about. Starting with the firefighters, we have Captain Ernest McDuff of the Hinesville, Georgia Fire Department in Hinesville, Georgia, who died on February the 20th. And we have volunteer firefighter Lieutenant Richard Jerks, who was with the Pascale, Rhode Island Fire Department in Pascale, Rhode Island. His date of death was February the 14th. And we have engineer Jason Dickey, who was with the Lawrenceburg Fire Department in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, who died on February the 12th. We have police officer Justin Bila of the Mobile Police Department in Mobile, Alabama. His end of watch was Tuesday, February the 20th. And very close to home, we have Deputy Sheriff Kevin Stanton of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office in Brevard County, Florida. His end of watch was Saturday, February the 17th. And we have Corporal Mujad Ramazdan, who was with the Prince George County Police Department in the state of Maryland. His end of watch was Wednesday, the 21st. Corporal Ramazdan was also a United States Marine Corps veteran. And we have one Department of Defense casualty. It's an Army casualty. It's Sergeant Christina Marie Schoenbacher, 26, of Arlington, Kansas, who died in Baghdad. And also, we want to mention the high school students who lost their lives in Broward County. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of them also, and the classmates. And also, we want to remember our beloved evangelist, Billy Graham, who we lost yesterday. Larry? We want to take a quick minute to thank our sponsors, or without them we couldn't be here. And of course, number one is WOCA, The Source. Joe, thank you for having us on every week. And
it's our privilege.
I know you're one of us, but we really appreciate you. And also the great folks at Hires Baxley. Hires Baxley has had generations of families honor them with their trust and their confidence, and they believe it's because over the last 128 years, their team of caring professionals have established a reputation of serving families with excellence and compassion. Hire Baxley currently partners with Boy Scouts of America, Troop Number 72, to properly dispose of decommissioned American flags. They're also a drop-off location for a program called Cell Phones for Soldiers and Helping Heroes Home. Also hires Baxley, as you know, it's located in our own beautiful Ocala at 910 East Silver Springs Boulevard. You can call them with any questions at area code 352-629-7171. And their information about them can also be found on the World Wide Web just by simply going to hires-baxley.com. And I also want to mention that they are in partnership with Veterans Helping Veterans USA, which is us, in collecting food and hygiene products. So you can contact and drop off that stuff too. And Joe, you have our other great sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Veterans News is also brought to you by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery. They're located at 2610 Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. When it comes to landscaping, Bob Wines has what you need. Everything from small plants to large trees, mulch, fertilize, and so much more. Bob Wines will even deliver, plant, and guarantee their trees. Bob Wines Community Gardening and Nursery has been keeping you blooming since 1952. Remember, Bob Wines offers 10% discount to veterans with proper identification, so give them a call, 629-5766. That's 629-5766, Bob Wines Community Gardens. We've got a lot of announcements today, Gary.
We sure do.
And so those that are regular listeners to Veterans News, get your pencils and paper ready, or pen and paper if you don't make mistakes. Ha, ha, ha.
I'd go as far as to say March is going to be the busiest month for us of the year. You know?
So far, so good, yeah. I'm going to shoot all the way to May with this one. Mark your calendars. The Vietnam Traveling Memorial Wall, a replica of Vietnam Veterans Memorial, will be in Marion County on May 25th through the 28th. And that's going to be at the Ocala Marion County Veterans Memorial Park right here in Ocala. That's at East 4th King Street in Ocala. So we'll be saying that over and over again because we have some time. But mark your calendars, May 25th to the 28th. And if you're hungry and it's coming up, March 7th, what do we have?
March 7th is really good, especially if
food, huh?
People say, where's the beef? Well, we'll tell you where the beef is.
Wrong place.
It's at Red Robin.
That's better.
Red Robin is where the beef is.
Yum.
And the good thing is, on Wednesday, March the 7th,
there you go,
from 5 to 9 p.m., if you go to the Red Robin, located at 3355 Southwest College Road in our own beautiful Ocala here, everything you get there on the menu there is a 20% back to Vets Helping Vets.
All right, we're going to pause right there. Why? Because we'll be right back with more AM Ocala Live and Veterans News.
Hey, just ask anyone who's been there and they rave about it. We're talking about the Camellia Show Spectacular at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. This winter's cool and rainy weather has made this year's show bigger and better, the best in 50 years. Come on out, bring the family or your out-of-town guests. This rare treat is free. And while you're there, check out Bob's special Camellia Show buys. Regular $5.99 Gerber daisies, just $2.99. Frost-proof gardenias, only $8.99. An absolutely huge selection of fruit trees, number 5 size, just $49.99. And at Bob Wines, you can get all the other stuff that makes your garden grow, and it's all at super low prices. Don't forget that tree sale. Buy one, get a second one for half price. It's today at Bob Wines Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 2, in the same blooming place for 66 years.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Is that couch cushion sinking lower every time you sit in it? Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
All right, we're back. It's 70 degrees out there. We're going to be at a high of 85 today here in Ocala. So that's the forecast. That was an easy one. It's going to be a beautiful day today, as usual, in Florida. Of course, there's other states that you're freezing your Canucks off, but
That's right.
you know what the Canucks are, right? Those are earmuffs. Okay. The fundraiser, don't forget, 20% is going back to veterans helping veterans during their Spirit Night. That's what they're calling it at Red Robin. I didn't mean to disrupt your train of thought there, but we had our 15-minute break, so we had to go to that.
You know, I get a double blessing from this because I've never been to Red Robin, and a good friend has invited me to come and buy me dinner that night. So you know I'm going to be there.
Go say hi to Drew. He's the manager down there. I understand
sure will.
The two assistant managers are veterans, so it's going to be a good time. Speaking of good times, don't forget, coming up next, right after our Veterans News, there's going to be a lot of news about the Strawberry Festival, but Veterans Helping Veterans is involved this year. We're going to be parking the cars. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a $3 donation to park cars this year, and half of that goes to Veterans Helping Veterans. So bring your $3 donation. We do appreciate it. And there's going to be 2 driveways getting into the property, so it's going to be a little easier this year than the past years. And we're going to be there in force. We're going to have our, matter of fact, I'm going to go buy, I've never owned a hat that says veteran on it and everything. I think Saturday I'm going to go and buy one of those hats that says veterans on there and everything, you know. Of course, I'll do double duty because WOCA is a sponsor, but also I'll wear the hat that'll say veteran, so I'll confuse the heck out of everybody.
We got to have some WOCA veteran hats made, and
Oh, that'd be something different. WOCA veteran.
I will.
Wow, that's different.
One thing about the Strawberry Festival, you know, that I heard from a lot of people last year, was you probably need to get there early, Joe, because a lot of people told me that they sold so many strawberries they run out. For some reason, our strawberries are so good.
Yeah, but they're not going to. They didn't run out last year.
They didn't.
No. For a change. I'm predicting 35,000 this year. That's my prediction for the Strawberry Festival, and usually I'm pretty close. So, and I'm predicting right now it's just on a Saturday. I'm predicting they're going to go Friday, Saturday. I'm predicting it's going to expand to a 2-day. In other words, it's bursting at the seams. That's just a prediction, but we'll see what happens because they have all the other things. But at 9:30 they're coming on with their show. But I just want to mention it because we are involved this year in Veterans Helping Veterans. We appreciate all the volunteers. And if you would like to volunteer, just give them a call at 433-2320.
And ask for Joyce.
All right, that's for Joyce, and that way she would definitely take your name and would sign you up to volunteer that Saturday because we do need volunteers, veterans with proper identification. I know there's a lot of people that want to help, but we're looking to see mostly veterans. But if you want to help, I don't think we're going to say no.
Yeah, and we're going to, you know, of course, they're going to have breaks, but we want folks that are going to be able to stand on their feet, you know, and
well, yeah,
and it is
we're
going to be
have
a
what they call a floater.
little warm, yeah.
A floater where, in other words, you're sitting there and you're going, I gotta go pee. Okay, you know, and get somebody over there to help them. Relieve their inattention and relieve them. Yes.
And your point of having so many extra people is because we could rotate, and then
why we don't want
it's a whole lot easier.
We don't want crabby people greeting people. Pull up. No, we want to.
We want everybody to be nice and friendly.
It's a good day had by all. And how is Veterans Helping Veterans USA? As you notice, the name has changed because Veterans Helping Veterans is headquartered in Marion County. But we put Veterans Helping Veterans USA is because there's so much interest in it as a template for other areas, and they're coming to us and they want to open up other ones in Georgia, from what I understand, and other areas in Florida for a one-stop all kind of thing for the veterans where we can direct them, right?
Exactly, and you know, I've heard Valdosta, Georgia, is seriously considering, and a lot of other areas have contacted Hank about, you know, starting one. It's a great thing. It relieves a lot of frustration.
That's
for
the word.
Veterans, and you know, and that's the key thing there. And you know, hopefully, you know, I've heard talk that the Ocala VA clinic might move right across the street. Now, I don't know that this is true or not.
Oh,
I
that'd
know
be
that's
nice.
Something they consider.
Well, we know the money is there. It's been what's the word? Delegated, I guess, lack of words. The amount's there. Now, my question to you, Gary. I don't get to Vets Helping Vets as much as I want to. Okay. Just off the top of your head, name some of the people that are actually, in other words, I walk in there and I know Jinky's in there and she's with Caliber Homes and she'll help refinance a veteran's home or finance a new veteran's home with a VA loan. But what other entities are in there?
Okay, we have, Scott Young.
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Their insurance company is in there. They specialize in Medicaid, Medicare, but they'll do
Okay.
any kind of health and life. And, veterans and non-veterans, that's a great thing. We have another organization that a few people hear about that are there on Wednesday called Champion for Champions, who help people with disabilities.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have an organization in there called Ledgewood Construction. What Terry does and Paula is they get grants for veterans, so the vet don't have to do the paperwork to do any kind of handicap work. Their biggest thing is showers, but they can expand doors, they can do ramps, they can do just about any kind of construction work. They're a licensed general contractor, and they really help veterans. And there is grants available, so most of the time the veteran doesn't have to pay anything.
Well, that's fantastic.
We have chaplains on duty all the time.
That's
We
nice.
have a great computer lab and some really good computer teachers.
I know we have a new one. Kevin? No. I'm trying to think of his name. He's new. Last month was his first time in. No, it's Kevin, I think, Kevin. And he's a computer whiz. Young man, very young man.
Chad.
Is it Chad?
Chad, yeah.
Okay, never mind, Kevin. Chad.
Yeah, Chad is, he's
different part of the alphabet. I don't know.
he's a really good IT guy. Also, something that's new coming, and they're just teaching people, but
What?
DCF is going to
DCF stands for?
Department of Children and Families.
Thank you.
And they are going to put a database in there where we can let people go and apply for their food stamps and their EBT card and Medicare and things of that nature.
Right on site.
Yeah, right on site.
that's coming up.
That's coming up.
Oh, that is
And we have the
outstanding.
computers to do it. Like I already mentioned, I think, we have the computer lab. So
And who else do we have it in-house?
right now we're waiting on the people at Career Source to.
Oh, they're going to take a space?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're going to take a
And
space.
isn't there,
We also have the VA in-house. Well, she's scheduled once a week, but she's there a whole lot more than that. Sue Spencer, who takes care of homeless veterans and
Okay.
gets people hooked up very quickly with the HUD VASH. So
and how are we doing, if you know this, how are we doing with our court system?
the mentor program is great. We need mentors, so if you're interested, call, and I guess you could ask to talk to me. I could hook you up with the right people. Miss Gina Lewis, she's the one that actually handles it over there at the courthouse, but I will hook you up with her. And also, we need to mention that we have a very good partnership with Marion Technical College. They're there every Tuesday. They have their brochures and stuff set up.
Excellent.
A lot of veterans think about going to college and stuff when they get out. Marion Technical College, of course, is a college, but they have a lot of the blue-collar trades there, electrician, welder, things of that.
They call that
computer
blue-collar?
technician. Well, yeah.
I call that workers.
Yeah, well.
I've been an electrician.
That's
yeah,
what-
you work.
Well, me too. A good part of my life before I become a social worker.
Yeah.
But some really good stuff, and the money is really good too. And apprenticeships and things like that. So they're good people to see, and they also will help with high school diplomas. Which veterans, so now you need a high school diploma to get into
Get a
military,
veteran.
so, yeah.
That didn't make sense.
But they'll sit and talk to somebody as long as they need to. Veteran or non-veteran, but they're primarily there for the veteran. So
For the
we've got a lot
veterans, yeah.
going on.
We've had the abuse chapter there, women's abuse.
Yes, and that's still trying to get off the ground, but he's there quite a bit.
Okay.
Mitch takes care of that, and that mostly deals with women that have been traumatized. A lot of them sexually traumatized, and they're not hooked up with the VA.
Right,
What
right.
Mitch tries to do is, and it's called Women Veterans in Crisis. What Mitch tries to do is get them get them connected, get them to whatever healing they need to do. And he wants to build eventually a hospital that's actually on a ranch.
Oh,
and,
that's
he's
nice.
working on some grants and stuff to do that. So, just like the building we have was a dream to us,
Right.
that's a dream to him. And of course, it's part of our dream. And, it's a great thing.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes.
Yes.
And it's continuously evolving into more and more and more, and it's helping all the veterans. So if you are a veteran, and believe it or not, some veterans don't even have their veterans cards. They get out and they don't sign up for the system. It's free. You go, if you don't know where to go, call 433-2320. That's Veterans Helping Veterans. They can help you and direct you where to go to get your card. It doesn't hurt. You have your DD-214, you bring it with you, and you apply. And then you get into the system. And once you're into the system, and if you pay attention, and they say you have an appointment at the clinic at 9:45, so you get there at 9:30, 15 minutes early. You get in. I've never waited more than 15 minutes. When your appointment is there, they take care of you. There's been a lot of complaints lately about clinics and the VA, and I've never ever had a problem. If you get there when you're scheduled, they take care of you. If something happens, they'll call you, and even when you're the day before your appointment, they have automatic callers now that call you. Don't forget, here locally, they physically pick up the phone and call you the day before. Don't forget your appointment's tomorrow at such and such a time, Mr. Martone. It's like phenomenal. And with the Vets Helping Vets involved with that, it's more phenomenal. So it's a proud service here at no cost to the veterans. And we have a pantry there to help with food.
Oh, yeah.
And we have the cards for gas if need be, have to go to them there. And we have about 30 seconds to go. So, Gary, wrap it up for us, please.
Before I wrap it, don't forget about Jeffrey Askew. He's right in there with us, too, for the Marion County Veteran Service. Great people. Well, for Hank Whittier, I just want to say thank you for listening, and God bless America.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Following up on yesterday's White House meeting on school shootings, President Trump's been tweeting this morning, clarifying that he thinks highly trained teachers should maybe carry concealed weapons in school.
If these cowards knew that the school was well guarded from the standpoint of having pretty much professionals with great training, I think they wouldn't go into the school to start off with. I think it could very well solve your problem.
He says he also wants stronger background checks with emphasis on mental health, with the gun buying age raised to 21. There's flooding in several central states. People had to be rescued by boat in northern Indiana.
A stalled front will bring a range of weather, including the threat for flooding rain, freezing rain, and ice from North Texas up to the Great Lakes and interior Northeast. Heavy rain with flood watches and warnings from the southern Mississippi Valley into the Ohio Valley.
That's Fox meteorologist Janet Steen. Fox News. We report, you decide.
When you're hiring, you don't want to sort through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want a short list of qualified candidates. That's why you need Indeed.com. Diana's hired with Indeed.
It just gives me so many more qualified applicants to choose from.
Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions. Then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive online dashboard. Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's, because whether you're making updates to existing properties or building new construction, Lowe's saves pros time and money every day. Now through February 28th, get 25% off all in-stock kitchen cabinets and up to 40% off select bath fixtures and vanities. Plus, save 5% on every purchase every day when you use your Lowe's Business Credit account. See the Lowe's Pro Desk or Lowe'sForPros.com for more details. Offer subject to credit approval. Can't be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. U.S. only.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
Palm Garden wants to get to the heart of the matter. If you've been in the hospital as a cardiac patient, maybe you have a pacemaker or congestive heart failure or an arrhythmia, or perhaps you're a heart bypass patient, then consider Palm Garden as your rehab choice. With proven outcomes second to none, Palm Garden fixes broken hearts. Call today at 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
Ocala Business Leaders Incorporated is a group of independent local firms providing a wide range of quality goods and services. Each firm strives to maintain the highest level of professional integrity and 100% customer satisfaction. When you're looking for goods and services, call a member of the Ocala